Hello and welcome to the Old Garage number 64. I'm Wild Bill and got some questions and answers, silliness, and a shout out, so let's get to it. And the first question came from the episode on Premiere. This is from James MacArthur, and he asked, "Wow, that advertising slogan was certainly not the best. Got me to thinking, what, in your opinion, were the best vintage car-related advertising slogans, and what were the worst?" Well, obviously pretty subjective there. I think the worst ones are when the advertising itself is clearly not true. For example, the Holtzman advertising. You know, this is the most advanced, most technologically superior car in the world, and it wasn't. Okay, it was obviously not that. Of course, you have more. You know, death is the gate to life. That's a really weird one. Don't know how much I would like that one. Great ones. I mean, ask the man who owns one. I mean, your Packard. You know, your various Cadillac slogans were really catchy back in the day. So yeah, there were some good ones, but boy, there were some bad ones too. That's for sure. Okay, next question came from the quizzes. And this was by Busy Brit. And he says, Americans have been making cars in Britain and Europe for a long time. What about the obverse? Did car makers of Europe make their cars in the USA? Well, the answer is yes. You know, during the time that my period covers, it happened quite often. Now, there's two primary ways that that would be done. One would be you would have a company in Britain or France or Germany or whatnot buy a building and establish their own manufacturing facility in the United States, you know, under their own brand name and their own, you know, company governance, just in the U.S. Yeah, that was done most famously by Rolls-Royce back in the mid-20s, but that was not as common as licensing to the United States. That was far more common, and a lot of companies would license either their entire car or components of their car to manufacturers in the U.S. Renault did this a lot. Panhard and Levasseur had worked with Ford. You have, of course, Berlier with Alco. And the list is long as far as licensed manufacturers of foreign cars in the U.S. So, yeah, good question. And those were the questions I had. Not a huge list today, but I do have some silliness. Okay, so by now you all know about the Mechanics magazine. I've got 1,846 issues of the thing, and so I said, you know what? I'm going to grab a few things that I think this is kind of odd. And so these are 5 odd inventions, not the top 5, because believe me, it's going to take me a year just to read through this, but 5 odd inventions from the archive. And at number 5, we have the potato steamer. Now, this is from issue number 23, which was from January 31st of 1824. And of course, this is to help, you know, with steaming your potatoes, you know, for farmers or whatever. I mean, because you never know when you're going to have to steam your potatoes 200 years ago. And so this is important stuff. Okay, so that's number 5. Number 4 is the pedal-powered carriage. Yeah, this was from issue number 34, which was on April 17th of 1824. Yeah, you know, he didn't have a bicycle yet, but a pedal-powered carriage. And apparently one of these, according to the article, he did build a prototype. But the fact that you don't see much about them, I don't suspect it was all that successful. But anyway, he did pedal-power your carriage. Okay. All right. Now, this next one is, at number 3, how to fly. Now, this is from the very first issue from August 30th, 1823. And it's talking about principles of flight in the 12th century in this article. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, that's a fun one, you know. In 1823, where you know they talked about that whole Icarus thing. Well, that's not maybe so fall. This guy somewhere in Turkey Yeah, it's crazy. That came out number three. Number two, the electric sportsman. This thing, it looks bizarre. It looks like it has a battery that's just a chemical battery, simple one, and it's got these burst things that spins, and it'll make a bang sound and such, and it looks totally bizarre. But that was from when was that with the Electric Sportsman? That was issue number 21. Yeah, from January 17th, 1824. So yeah, the Electric Sportsman. I thought that was pretty weird. But I think the weirdest one, the silliest thing that I saw so far, was the Perpetual Motion Machine. This was printed in issue 25 from February 14th, Valentine's Day on 1824. And yeah, this guy actually claimed that this was a perpetual motion machine, that it would move on its own and you didn't have to do anything to it. That kind of like defies the laws of physics to some extent. But yeah, the article's there. So hopefully we'll get all that, we start getting that online here shortly. So that was the silliness I had. Do have a really cool shout out. Check out Car Historian. This guy he's got a really cool channel, does some good videos on the cars that are available to him from all classics and even some of the brass era cars. So it's a good, cool channel. Go check him out, like and subscribe. And hey, check out this channel, like and subscribe, and join the channel so we can help get this artifact online. But that's what we have for the old garage today, and I will see you next time. Peace.